Today, we're going to talk about the Rose Theater, the building. A couple days ago, we talked about the Children's Theater or the Omaha Theater Company for young people. Hi, I'm Mark Renner from Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. I'm known as Mr. Omaha. That's my logo in the upper corner of the screen. And I've been voted the outstanding agent in Omaha twice. As I mentioned in my last video about the Children's Theater, I was on the board of directors for the Children's Theater for many years. I believe that the Children's Theater is the first opportunity that we have as parents to introduce our children to the performing arts. And as I said in the previous video, I love Broadway and musicals and plays. I took my children when they were younger to the Children's Theater and introduced them to the performing arts, and they didn't care. But that's what we do. We introduce them to whatever we can. But this is a magnificent building and a great story. I'd like to tell you about the story, so stay with me. My personal contact information is streaming below. And if you'd like to talk about anything about real estate in Omaha, buying or selling your home, please give me a call. But today, let's talk about the Rose Theater, home of the Children's Theater. In 1927, the theater was built and was originally opened as the Riviera in 1927. And it was a successful theater for a long time. But in the 30s to the 50s, after the stock market crash, well, first let's go back here. Here's the Riviera and some pictures of the original interior. And here's some pictures of the original interior. If you take a close look, you can see how ornate a structure this is and what an absolute jewel to have in the Omaha community. But in 1930s, after the stock market crash, the theater fell into disrepair and the Riviera was sold and renamed the Paramount Theater. The new owners installed a miniature golf course in the lower lobby to attract new customers. And after several fits and starts in the 30s, the Paramount stayed open through the 50s for stagecoaches, stage shows, concerts, and movies. Creighton University purchased the theater in 1960, and they did some remodeling, and they removed or concealed much of the building's lavish decor. But the Dubinsky brothers bought the building in 1962 and renamed the building the Astro Theater in honor of astronaut John Glenn's historic flight. The Astro showed movies until 1979 when it closed. In high school, I saw the premiere of Cleopatra with my high school girlfriend, so I remember the Astro Theater well. And then it reopened, as I said, as the Astro Theater. Here's a picture of it showing a movie by Jackie Gleason. But here's where the real story of the Rose Theater begins, the reincarnation of the Rose Theater. In 1981, Rose Blumkin, the founder of Nebraska Furniture Mart, knew that this building was in trouble and that the wrecking ball would be its fate. So she heard of the Astros' plight and she told her daughter, go buy it. I don't care what you pay for it. After careful consideration, Rose Blumkin and her family generously deeded the building to the Omaha Theater Company for Young People and contributed the first $1 million towards the renovation on the condition that this theater secure a place for the performing arts. And then the restoration began in the 1990s. Despite being vacant and unheated for a decade, the building was in excellent condition as renovation began. Renovation included the repair of decorative plaster, construction of new classroom and administrative support spaces, and bringing the facility up to current building codes, including handicap accessibility and the replacement of 65-year-old mechanical, electric, plumbing, and sage rigging systems. All restorations designed by Ali Pointer Macchiato Architecture and carried out by Kiewit Construction Company remain consistent with the intent and spirit of John Everson's original creation. The Astro was renamed the Rose Blumkin Performing Arts Center as a tribute to the Blumkins' generosity. Today, the Rose Theater stands fully restored and ready to delight audiences for decades to come. I appreciate you watching my video today. This is another in my series of videos that I'll be doing about the absolute jewels we have in Omaha. And the Omaha Theater Company for Young People and the Rose Theater are absolute jewels that we are so proud to have as a part of our community. Thank you for watching and have a good day.